Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another interesting, or rather short, little unboxing video to share with you, because I'm sure it'll be interesting as well. It's just typically not how I open these unboxing videos. Thanks to Remette for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. This will be linked down in the description so you guys can check it out. It does help my channel and use those links, but that's up to you. Make sure your notifications are turned on. What do we have that's new from Remette? It's been a bit. Wild Species. So this is a variation of knife. I think I know. They messaged me about whether or not I wanted to look at something, and I said yes. Yeah, I remember now. So here's what's cool about this. Number one, okay, let's look it over real quick. Really crazy with the, what I presume is G-Mascus here. Orange, white, and red. Very cool. Not sure how much I love the blue with it, but it might be because I'm biased against the Denver Broncos. But it doesn't really matter. I'm sure that there's multiple variations of this. So the last version of this knife that I reviewed was a premium knife. The only version of this knife that existed up until now, I guess, was a premium knife, titanium and M390. And while Remette does a really good job with their pricing, I believe it was around $200, maybe a little bit more. And obviously that's not an amount of money that everybody wants to spend on a pocket knife, right? So what we have here is G10 with, I would guess, steel liners. We have a nice G10 backspacer, and we have a nice, simple, stamped out steel pocket clip that is only for right-handed people. Sorry, left-handed people. The same style of thumb studs, and we still have, I guess, little pieces of titanium laid into the thumb studs, which is actually kind of cool. Big open slot right here. I'm not really sure what that's for. I think it's probably just for looks, but we have a front flipper, which it is very good at. And we also have, of course, the ability to manipulate the thumb studs, which is also awesome. This is a wonderful, wonderful knife. You can actually look up my full-length review on the premium one, which is incredibly similar, outside of the fact that it is titanium, and it's either an exposed frame lock or a liner lock. I honestly can't remember. But what I really liked about this is the open ergonomic profile and the transition from the handle directly into the forward choil area. It's really not even a forward choil. It's just an extension here where you're using this area that turns into the plunge grind as a choke up spot for your hands. Now it's very comfortable, very ergonomic, and that pocket clip does not create a hot spot, which is awesome. The jimping is good here. It should extend out. We should actually only start the swedge about right here so that the material does not, narrow up. Basically, you have the same width here carried out to right there, and that's where it should end, just so it complements the index finger correctly. But that's a teeny tiny little nitpick there. I'm going to guess that this is well into budget territory. I would be over the moon to find out that this is a $60 to $65 knife. I'm just going to guess. It definitely should not be anywhere near $75, and certainly not over it. But now this variation of it, I don't know. I don't know if G-Mascus is going to charge that much, cost that much more. But if they have a basic version of this, just kind of like a G10 and 14C28N, like black or OD green or whatever, then I think that's where you're going to find it. And that'll make for a really excellent budget knife. It is just a liner lock, and people are like, oh my gosh, I'm bored to tears with liner. That's fine, right? But this is a really, really good blade profile and ergonomic profile. And then you have the front flipper and thumb stud combination. You can see how easy that is actually to use. Even the side of my index finger can open it. So yeah, actually I think that this is pretty spectacular. So this is a knife that I kind of want to immediately carry. The other nice thing, of course, about there being a budget version of a premium knife, and this is well known within within our portion of the community. Companies have been doing this for a very long time. But when you really, really love a design, and maybe it's your first time forking over, for the premium version of this, forking over $200 plus for it, and you get it, and what happens? It's too nice to want to use it, and you baby it, and many people just immediately go out, right, oh, tough guys, I just immediately went out, had an old pair of work boots I needed to break down for some reasons, and chop them up into little teeny tiny bits with my brand new super expensive pocket knife, because that's just how tough I am. You gotta use your shit, okay? We gotta use it. All right, calm down. You're going to get your jean jacket all sweaty there, guy. But anyways, a lot of us have an issue with immediately going out and beating the crap out of a $200+ knife. As somebody who owns multiple multi-$1,000 knives, I completely understand this. Sometimes I get a brand new knife that's $800 or $900, and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and use it, and I'll jam it into a monster can on a live stream or whatever. Sometimes I'll get a $200 knife and be like, I don't really want to put a mark on this yet. It's hard to kind of explain exactly why we feel that way, right? So the nice thing is if you find yourself in that position and you own that $200-something version of this knife or have considered it, this knife being substantially less expensive makes that way easier to just enjoy the design, carry it, and use it without having to worry too much, right? And it's also going to be lighter weight than the full titanium one. Let's actually go ahead and measure it here. People... There's going to be people like, I just described some people's personality to a T, right? And let me say this. You be whoever you want to be, right? But if you feel personally attacked by my impression there, right, which absolutely does target like a certain type of person. If you feel personally attacked by that to the point where you want to react emotionally, let me break this down for you. You have reduced your own personality, your identity to that. And that's very sad. And you should rethink that, right? If you feel like crap already, let me bring you down another. That's what I was saying. Don't reduce your identity to just that. Don't do that. That's silly. That's ridiculous. And here's the truth. No one cares. Say it with me. Nobody cares if you do or don't use your stuff. That's just an imaginary thing made up on it. It makes you feel better on the internet as you type it into the comments section that will inevitably be forgotten over time, right? You do what you want to do, and you do it for yourself, and you enjoy your stuff however you want to enjoy it because you took your money, not Jingle Jangle 27 from the internet. You didn't take his money, right? Honestly, with a name like that, you might not have anything. You didn't take his money. You took your money and bought your thing, right? So if you want to buy it, and then you want to dig a hole, and you want to bury it in that hole and forget about it, it's fine. It's a weird thing to do, but it's fine because you bought it, right? So you can hashtag use your shit if you want to for people who don't really care. Or you can do it for yourself, or you can not do it. I don't know why still in 2025, I honestly don't know how there are still people who that's their whole identity. Like, how? That's crazy. That's crazy. I kind of want to start a movement called hashtag. No, how would you do it? How would you poke fun at it? And by the way, this is it's not a shot at any one particular person. I know that certain people in our community have sort of tied themselves to that saying. There's like a whole community of people. Like I'm kind of like throwing pies at a whole group of people, right? They take it so seriously. 7 3/4 inches. Blade length is 3.5 inches, and cutting edge is 3 1/4. I don't know what would the mocking hashtag be. What would the anti version of that? Like the knee-jerk reaction is hashtag don't use your shit, but that doesn't make any sense, right? It has to be in direct mockery of that, right? I don't know why. It's just so funny to me that, and I know we're going on a tangent here. If this is your first time, watching a video on my channel, then get used to this because I do this a lot. I don't know why that there has to be a sort of like belief group or hashtag or sort of mentality that is directly associated with judging people for what they do with stuff after they buy it. Like after they have purchased it, there's this sort of peer pressure group it seems like their existence is based on pressuring people to do something with their own property that they may or may not be comfortable doing either currently or just yet. That's silly. I personally would just say, please get out of my way. I'm trying to shop for pears at the. Please move, right? But some newer people, right, especially, like, they feel like, they buy something, and then there's this whole group of people who's like, you gonna use it? What are you gonna do? You're just gonna sit there and look at it? Or you gonna use it? Come on, use it. I got a bunch of old leather boots piled up in my shed. We could go chop them up together. And they're drooling and see. It's like, ooh, how about you just, you use your stuff, okay? You just settle down. All right, anyways. He's trying to drag this on for ad revenue. I see what you're doing, Complex. You're trying to squeeze another commercial in there. No, but I did, actually, the mark there, if you're wondering, is 8 minutes. That's where that line is. You want to question the videos that are like 8 minutes and 1 second. Anyways, I'm joking around. This will be, I'm sure Remette's like, why do we send this guy knives? This will be linked down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. I probably will do a full review on this one because it is different. We should weigh it. We should weigh it real quick. What a weird upload. Okay. 4.2 ounces. I don't think that's actually much less than the titanium one, if I remember correctly. Anyways, please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.